journey always holds a story, tales of woe or hope and glory.
Hi everyone, and welcome to this Might Be a Good Idea or How-To video. It was inspired by seeing new people come into the game, and I thought maybe it would be a benefit to you. Maybe a certain wire glitch would make your life easier. I'll get to that later. First off, I'll show you what I think is the best base to start with. So here I am, at the space station, off to see the kiosk guy. The one near that teleporter. When we interact with the kiosk guy, we basically exchange navigational data for maps. The map that we're looking for is the inhabited outposts. There are other maps for other reasons, but we won't get to that right now. As you can see, I'm about to purchase 10 maps. 10 should be enough to start off with. Right, I'm back on the planet about to pop one of the maps. What a lovely animation. Of course, I had to do this several times. You probably will have to as well. Captain Steve goes into more detail in his video, and it really is worth having a look. I'll put a link to his video, but game will revisit after this one, of course. So here I am flying into the small settlement, or as I like to call it, the gun shop, for obvious reasons. I'm landing. Ooh, landing. Yay. Getting out. Right, I'm off to the save point. These are useful because you get navigation data back. Now, of course, as it's your first base, it means you've got a good save point. It also gives you back some navigational data, which is very useful. As we enter the shop, we've got the Galactic Terminal, the gun, and of course, the kiosk guy. It's quite important. It's lots of stuff for you. As we wait for the animation, the blob, there we go, purchase components. As you can see here, there's quite a lot of stuff that you're going to find useful, very useful. There's the dihydrogen gel, which of course you can put in refiner and break down into dihydrogen, saves you lots of mining. Salvage data, always useful. And of course, early game blueprints that you need nanites to purchase, but there's lots of stuff round about getting the nanites for that, so I wouldn't worry too much. Right, off to the Galactic Terminal. Right, here we've got, as you can see, Star Silk. Oh, Star Silk. The amount of times I've flown around the map looking for that stuff. If you get a base there, keep it. Save you a lot of heartache later. You've got your iron batteries, bits of materials, everything you'll need. Chromatic metal? Oh yeah, useful. And of course, Starship launcher fuel. Always useful. Always good to have. Right, so here we go, have a wee look at that gun. I can already tell it's crap. Sometimes you get good ones. I reloaded later and I got a nice little rifle, but you do get A classes. Okay, time to lay down the base computer. And we enter the base computer. Come on, hurry up. Yeah, hurry up, hurry up, hurry up, hurry up, hurry up. Blub. Claim base. We all know how to do that. Yeah. And that lovely animation. Cool. Okay, it's time to put down the construction research unit. You'll need salvage data for this, which you can mine up or buy from the shop. Now we've got concrete, metal, and of course wood. Wood seems to be the most common component that people start with. I believe it's because that's what you get when you do the base quest. You've got the half wall there, of course the full wall at the top, the garage doors, the floor, and the short wall. These are all important things to have at the beginning. And of course now we've got the technology. That is a pain in the arse. The biofuel reactor uses up loads of fuel and always dies. As soon as you can, get to the batteries, of course the solar panels. When you have those two, it will save you a lot of pain in later. Right, now time to attach the base to the settlement. I'm using the door wall frame here, and you can see the arrows just above the build menu and the dot just above that. That gives you a perfect line to line things up, get it nice and square. About to lay it down. Come on, there we go. It's just off, but it'll do for now. Right, we move on to the floor. That's a good piece. Put it down. Yep. Floor piece. As I go through the menu pieces to the garage door. Right, the useful thing about the garage door, it's like a wall. It gives you access to the outside, so if you're in a toxic environment, you can be inside your shelter while mining, which is useful. Well, as I finish off the base attached to the settlement, and about to attach the floor panel as a roof, you can make it bigger, of course. This is just a quick example about how it's done. Right, back to the landing pad to put down the teleporter. I can choose to put it outside because it's not a very toxic environment, but if you make your base slightly larger, you'll be able to keep it inside and keep yourself nice and safe. Right, now onto batteries. That one. We'll talk about that in a minute. Laying down that battery. Come on, hurry up, hurry up, hurry up. And 2 solar panels. At the beginning, you probably have enough materials for 1 battery and 1 solar panel. I think it's like something like 1.5 batteries per solar panel, or maybe 2 batteries per solar panel to store up the energy for the 24-hour period. But you can work that out by yourself over time. Right. As I zoom in, you get an idea about the energy use. 100k with 50 kilobytes per panel, but it's only for about a 12-hour period. And then of course you need the batteries to store it up overnight. But when you go to that thing, you put in the carbon, it'll last you a few hours, and then when you restart the game, it's drained. So the way around that is to delete the wire every time you leave the game, which you're going to forget to do. So avoid that as much as you can, whenever you can. Once you're past the early game, you never use that thing ever again. At this point, there's early spoilers. But if you're watching YouTube videos, you're probably very aware of what's coming next. But still, it's not a major spoiler, it's a minor one. So if you don't want a little part of the story to be revealed, well, not real story, an event, stop now. I repeat, stop now. Stop. Right, I've just called in the anomaly. Some people call the Nexus, or the Nexus inside the anomaly. It's actually wind some people up. Right, I'm just entering it. Takes a bit of time. Whee! Not many people in there, look, pretty empty. For now. That's the Nexus, where you get Quicksilver missions and stuff like that, your weekly missions. But the first place I go is this gate. The reason I go to this gate is because you can find other people's bases, and you can do a little bit of gate farming. Because some people have nice farms you can go and visit. There's a lot of cash, materials to farm, and their farms, which early on in the game can really boost you. Help me in survival. Within 10 hours, it's well established. If you're really lucky, you can find yourself at the centre of the galaxy. Off to see some shop guys. Well, you've got several people here. You've got the gun guy, vehicle guy, base guy, backpack guy, of course the ship guy, waving at me. Hello ship guy. Construction terminal, we'll get to that in a minute, and of course the backpack guy. The backpacks are available in all the anomalies and the space stations. I'd purchase them every time you visit a new system. Okay, the real reason we're here, the construction terminal. As we're about to see, we need to buy the Galactic Terminal. And of course, that light box is useful for glitches. Probably have this white light already, but if you don't, purchase that as well. Remember, you have to get the salvage data, which you can get from the gun shop or digging up on the planets using your mining tool. Okay, that's us. We should have everything we need. We're heading back to the base to do our first glitch. Ooh, exciting times. Back on ground, back at the base, and about to start the next bit of the build. Going through the menus, I decided not to put a floor straight down on the ground, but use a short wall instead. The reason for using the short wall is to raise it slightly off so you get a nice level floor. I will cut here so you can see the complete base. After all, you know how to do this. Right, so when it came to wire glitching, I had a real issue. At first I found it extremely difficult and actually gave up for quite a few weeks. The old method was very imprecise and not very forgiving, so you'd feel the stress, which made it even more difficult to do the controller trick. But the method that Action Pants Gaming and people developed took away a lot of the stress, and it's so forgiving and so precise. Right, I've got my 2 lights down and I'm going from my item to the wire through the wire shortcut, pressing one of the triggers, locking between the 2 triggers and hitting the item. There's a few second delay where you can slip the item in between the signal being sent to the console. If you make a mistake, you just release the wire. That's why it's so forgiving and so precise, because it's going exactly the way you want it to be. I'm getting a little bit frustrated there. But just delete the wire, try again. Wire menu, release item. Nope, didn't do it. Wire menu shortcut. Bang. Just remember the mechanics of your controller and the fact that there's a split delay between left trigger and the right trigger. It's that bit that you're slipping in. As I position the Galactic Terminal on the half walls, because the pedal light pointing down was a bit rubbish, try this. It's not as difficult as you think it's going to be. And once you get that point, you'll be on it. As you've just seen, because I was all relaxed and easing into it, it was so easy to just slam it up that wall. Positioning is still rubbish, so let's move on to the short walls. This time I'll keep my mouth shut so you can watch what's going on. And of course, finally, if you don't have any short walls, you can just put the light on the floor, like I have here. And you have a Galactic Terminal in your first base. Sweet as. Well, as I uploading the base, I hope you liked the video, and if you did, hit those buttons, and of course, thank you for watching. See you all later. Bye.